Hi everybody, this is video number 35. This one's going to be about good and bad elements. Elements can be both good and bad for you. Some of them are essential for life for us, and then other ones are toxic and harmful that you need to be care of and be aware of. So there are actually 25 essential elements that you need in order to be healthy and eat for you. There are 6 major ones that make up 99% of you, and that is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Those are the first 3. Those are always the major ones, and then the ones underneath here are nitrogen, phosphorus, and calcium. Those 2 are also considered to be major elements. Some of the lesser elements, but that you need them as well, are, and I'm going to read them straight across here for you, iron, potassium, zinc, sodium, sulfur, chlorine, and magnesium. They help you build tissues and maintain cells in your body, and I'm showing you 3 different types of muscles. Hopefully this is jogging your memory. You're like, whoa, 7th grade, here we go. Yep, so cardiac muscle, skeletal, smooth. Did you notice the striations there? Oh, bringing back life science. Okay. So let's talk about oxygen. Oxygen's the most abundant element in your body. It's important for function and helps you release energy in stored foods, and of course helps you breathe, also very essential. Iodine's another one. I pulled that out because it's required in small amounts. It actually helps your thyroid gland control the rate of all the processing in your body. Your thyroid actually helps you do quite a bit of things. It also influences your heart and other things. If you guys actually look on salt, salt is iodized, and that's because people way back when didn't actually get enough of it, so they decided to put it in salt so they would stop getting tumors on their thyroid. Vanadium is a cool one. It's just the letter V. Helps you control blood sugar levels and has a role in the formation of bones and teeth. They can be found in black peppercorns, which is something my husband and I love to put on dinner. Mercury, we talked about it, how it was the only liquid metal at room temperature. It is silver, it is shiny, has all the physical properties of a metal, except it's just liquid. It is toxic, right, and can cause brain damage and in your nervous system. Thermometers used to be made of this. I remember when I was growing up, they still had thermometers that were made of this. I remember breaking one and just looking and seeing all the mercury that was on the table, and that's super very toxic. So hopefully there are none in your life with thermometers like that. Arsenic, here's a bad one. It's a poison. It used to be a pesticide, used to kill all the pests. The problem is it used to also harm people as well. And it used to be a medicine. Actually, when I started out first in veterinary medicine, there was no treatment for heartworm disease in dogs, so they actually used to give them arsenic. But the problem was that it was so toxic, sometimes that didn't work out so well. We have much better treatments options today. Zinc is another one. You guys probably have heard it. You need to take some zinc if you're not feeling well, and that's because it helps your immune system. Beef is a good source of zinc, but too much can cause anemia. So these are one of those that you just need in trace amounts. You don't need them in huge amounts. Again, a short video that I wanted to show you guys where you can actually see these elements and what they look like. It's really cool. It takes place in Ireland. They have a
late 19th century piece of wallpaper done by William Morris, and he used arsenic to get the green color. Arsenic has that amazing green color, and before it was known to be really toxic, people would use it in a lot of decorative stuff. We can't actually know if he used arsenic in this one, but in lots of his wallpapers he used arsenic for lots of the detailing you can see, just to get that lovely green color. For calcium, we have a human bone, actually a human foot, and I'm not often creeped out by what we have in the gallery, but this is kind of a bit interesting to me. But calcium is in your bones, that you need a lot of calcium for your bones, so it's one of the elements that makes us up. You're actually looking through a silicon wafer disc. This is the disc they make to print chips on for your computer. So it's extremely fragile. If you even get like a fingerprint on that, it's done. And this is silicon. So it's really thin, really hard to make. And this is where they dress in those sort of spacesuit looking things to hold, just so they have it exactly clean when they print on the chip. These are cobalt blue glasses. If you've ever been walking by the beach and you see some really blue-colored sea glass, especially if it's around an area that had sort of an industrial revolution boom, you might be seeing cobalt glass, because cobalt glass was used as a dye. You know, before we had artificial dyes. You can make this very easily now without cobalt, but cobalt was the dye that they used. We are not demonstrating a neon light, even though it looks like a neon light and it's called a neon light many times, but this is an argon light. This is our piece for argon, and it reads, "This is not a neon sign," because many people think neon signs are all made of neon, but you can actually use argon, xenon, any of the noble gases. I don't know if you can use radon, but you probably wouldn't want to anyway. But you can see we have different colors here, but that's just the way the tube is treated. You can also get different colors by mixing the noble gases together. So this is a remnant of the radium craze, where people thought it was really good and energizing if you ingested radium. Now, that's not true because it kills you. It's terrible for you. It's a radioactive element. But what people would do here is take this sort of container, which the clay in the mold is made out of radium in it, and people would pour water in, and then every day, the instructions actually read, fill jar every night, use hydrant or any good water, drink freely when thirsty, and upon arising and retiring, average 6 or more glasses daily. So it's not just a new fad, drink your 6 or 8 glasses of water, but this one would have given you radioactive water, so very, very bad for you to drink. But people actually did it because, as you can see, the sign on it says, the revigator, and it, revitalizes you and gives you energy. So kind of a sick and weird remnant of our misunderstanding of one of the elements. So this piece is a delicate piece made out of copper, so it's our piece for copper, and as you can see, it's really, really intricate, and it's woven. I don't even want to think about how long it took to make. I'm standing a bit away because there's a sign that says low-level radiation source. Please keep 30 centimeters away, because this is a model of a nuclear reactor that's actually made out of uranium glass. So it is a low-level radiation source, far below what is deemed a safe standard. I want to see if everybody's running away now, but it's not actually glowing green like that. That's lit that way. But it's a beautiful sculpture.